boom, and here we are.
Boom.
Are we live yet?
Yes, we're live.
Are we live?
How about now?
We're live right now?
Hello?
Now we're live.
Hi.
There we are.
Who
Now
are
we're
we live to?
Excuse
Anybody
me,
there?
hello? It's the YouTubes.
Is this
Somebody
thing
It's
on?
the internets. Is that how
How
we're
does this
saying?
thing work?
How come all these people in the chat, I can't hear them?
I know. Yeah. Use your mind
Talk
powers.
louder.
Yeah,
Use
you
your
can
mind
I
powers.
can't hear Matt. I can't hear Lisa. I can't hear Kadreed. Where is it? Speak up, guys.
Yeah, Maria Matthews in the chat. We got Louis, Steph.
Nice,
Oh wait,
Louis.
is that
Hey, now.
that's Steph? That's our Steph.
That's
in
our
the chat.
stuff.
When I was growing up, there was this was like a Sesame Street show. It was a Canadian show. It was really awful, and the woman would have this window thing, this little round thing, and she would look through the TV, and you're like, "Oh, I see Billy, and I see Susie," and I'd be like, "She's gonna say my name. I know she can see me."
I know she does. Yeah, wow, you were a special
Yeah.
kid.
I was a
Willing it
stupid
to
kid.
happen. Sheer
Just
will. Oh
stupid.
my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Turns out she's just right behind you, like looking in the window.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What a horror
That would-
story.
No, that's Richard. That's Richard
Yeah.
McGonagall.
She's in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Mitchell. Yeah, finally able to watch live. Thanks, man. I'm glad you can finally make
Glad
it.
you
Yeah.
can make it, Chris.
Welcome to the dumpster fire that is our Trailer Talk
Yeah.
live shows.
Yes.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Today we are doing something that's close to my heart. He-Man is back. Kevin Smith, God bless that nerd, that big
The big,
nerd,
beautiful
bearded
nerd.
man, that big beautiful nerd.
Mhm.
He is bringing back He-Man on Netflix, called Master of the Universe Revelation. I guess I'm going to assume it's sort of like I don't want to call it it might be a reboot or it might be a reimagining of it. It feels like when we're going to watch the trailer, but it feels like when we'll get into it, but it feels like it's starting from like reintroducing He-Man to this universe. So, but it's got like this insane cast. I mean, we'll get into all that later. I mean, the cast is off the chain. But yeah, this trailer, I think I tweeted it. This trailer's been out for about a week, maybe a week and a half or so. And I even tweeted online, I was like, this might be the greatest animated trailer I've ever seen. Because it just hits every nostalgia button that is in my body. It's like Karma Sutra for nostalgia. So, yeah, and listen, you don't
All right,
wanna
shots.
know-
Quit talking. Show the trailer. Let's
show
go.
the trailer.
Come
Okay.
on.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Count us down.
Alright, I'm gonna press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Time after time, you try to take this castle, but you will never succeed,
so excited.
Skeletor.
Trailer.
Call your champion.
That's Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill
Yes.
in there. Go on, buddy.
Dun, 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 dun. Dude, Man at Arms. That's cool. Dude, Tila, she looks like a badass.
The song
After
is epic.
40 years, guys. 40 years.
You're so old.
Mermaid. Oh my god.
I have the power.
This is. I just lost it. The editing is so good. Yes,
Wow,
Battle
Battlecat.
Cat. Battle Cat's back, dude, and he looks awesome. Dude.
Paul's reading it.
Oh wow.
He's so tiny.
Yeah,
As far as the trailer goes, it's really good.
dude. Porco looks like a badass now. He's not like an idiot. Dude. Boom.
Oh.
Drew's
need a
having a
hero.
moment in his pants.
I did. I might need to go change my shorts.
Yeah. Sure, same. I'm gonna need a wet floor sign over here.
Ow. Wow, just got topped. Wow.
Did, yeah. Listen, when Skeletor can open up a portal and his giant fist comes
Right.
powering at you, and
Right,
then
Drew?
He-Man's like, I'm gonna jump right at that motherfucker and punch it. Like, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. I'm in. Oh
That
wow.
was so great.
I need a hero. Can we talk about the song let's just talk about the song real quick. Listen, I know everyone's gonna be like, okay, most people that are watching are probably like, I Need a Hero became super popular when Shrek, right? Like Shrek kind of made that reintroduced that song back into the
It was
world.
also super popular when it came out.
Yeah. I was
Right,
gonna
like
say.
Footloose, right? It came out in Footloose. Was its first? It first came out in Footloose in 1984, I think.
He was in the film, huh?
Yeah, it was. Like he's on the
Yeah.
tractor. He's on the tractor, and then they're doing the tractor race, and Kevin Bacon's like, "I got this. I'm a tractor," and they do the race, the tractor race.
Well, I was gonna say it's so quintessential '80s, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it had come out.
Oh, yeah.
It had come out as a single. It was their second single. Yeah.
But I'm going to argue that the best use of this song, other than this trailer, which is near perfect, is everyone's gonna. I'm super nerd now. Back in the '80s, this film called Short Circuit. I don't know if anybody's with me on this, but it was this like
The little robot.
the robot and that one actor doing brownface Indian
Yep.
guy. It's like terrible, but it's a great film. But they play this song and the robot's like trying to like save the day. He's going and he's falling apart. He's like parts, and I don't know what it was when I was watching this movie as a kid, like that movie. But I was like getting super emotional with that song playing with this robot, like doing everything he can to save the day. Like in this "I Need a Hero" song is playing, like. I don't know, man. And this is bringing me back right there. So I'm having a moment. This is great with that song in this trailer. He-Man's back. I don't know. Dude, someone else talk because I'll
Okay,
just
well,
not
do you?
shut up.
Okay, so I do love I love cartoons when I was young, obviously, but I'm a little too old for this. So if it's 40 years old, it came out when I was 15. So like, how much of this really is like harkening back and a nostalgia thing for you, or you know?
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
right
it's-
in your sweet spot.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, not for me. I wasn't watching this at that time. I was like, man, I'm out. It was too.
Yeah.
My sister was. I wasn't. I wasn't watching cartoons then.
I mean,
But
what
it
is
definitely
Did I just
is.
end the conversation?
Maurice's the
No.
same way. Marisa
just-
loves this cartoon too. And you guys are about the same age, so yeah, she's into that. But there's a lot of this here. There's two con man people in this. Tiffany Smith and Rollins are voicing it in here,
Yeah.
and the people that did
There's
the
a great
animation
cast.
are the people that did the animation for the Spectrum comic in Con Man Powerhouse. So that company that did our stuff, they're a great company. I met with them, worked with them. They're really cool people. They're in Texas, and they animated this, and they animated the Con Man animation sequences.
Were you? Because wasn't Sharon Michelle Gellar in Con Man? She's in this. She plays
No,
Tila.
she wasn't in this. She couldn't make it. She should have been,
I
but she
thought
wasn't in
was?
I
Con
thought she
Man.
was. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Just Silverstone, Queen Marlena.
And one of the writers is on the new Picard, which is I like the Picard, the new Picard. I like the writing on that.
Yeah, yeah. That's another trailer talk. I have issues with that, but it was also great.
That's not. for
Don't get
this
me on
nerd
Star
section.
Trek. Yeah, that Lena Headey, obviously there's two Game of Thrones.
course.
Liam Cunningham, Lena Headey, obviously Lena Headey from Dread 300. I think the two big hitters here from voice. Mark Hamill plays Skeletor. Obviously, you hear it. I mean, it's basically the Joker but Skeletor. And then you have Kevin Conroy, who is the Batman, is in this. So you have the Joker
Oh my gosh.
and Batman literally back together again. Kevin Conroy playing Merman, which I love that Merman is being played by Kevin Conroy. I don't know why. And then you have Chris Wood playing He-Man, which is, I guess he's kind of a, like, when you look at the cast and you look at Kevin and you look at Chris Wood, you're like, whoa, like, he's a little bit of an unknown. I think he was in, like, Supergirl. He played, like, a recurring character, but
The Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries, yeah. And then I
Oh,
love
well-
that. Go ahead.
What's there? But it's not just this is coming out. They're going to have an after show too. Do you know anything
they?
about that? Yeah, they're
oh,
gonna
does everything
have-
an
Oh, they
after
are?
show?
So they're going to have the cartoon, and then they're going to have the Masters of the Universe Revelation after show, hosted by Kevin Smith and Tiffany Smith from Con Man.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Nice.
We should be on that.
So
How do we
two
get
things
on
I
the
have to
after show?
watch.
We should do our own after show of He-Man and see what happens, and no one shows
We
up.
should do
Let's
an
do
after
it.
show about a day in Drew's life.
It would
Like
be
at
really
the end of the
boring.
day, we should have a show. Invite
Yeah.
Drew on. Go, Drew, tell us how did it go today? How much poop did you pick up? How much vomit did you have to pick up?
Yeah, I got shit
Yeah.
on twice, and
Yeah, that would be a good
great.
after show. And then you
Beautiful.
run
How many times
clips,
did you have to
run
change the
clips.
bird?
Hey, let's run this clip of this discussion you had with Kristen about Harry Potter. I don't think it went too well for you.
didn't go well. Yeah,
I don't
yeah. Cut to me sitting in the corner with a dunce cap on, like a cone of shame.
Yes.
That's an after show I want to watch.
Yeah, no, I don't want to relive it. Let's just
Yeah,
put
so
it
I
that
don't know
way.
what they're going to do. Like, what are they like? Are they going to talk to the actors and say, "What was your motivation here while you were voicing this character?" Like, I don't know what that after show is going to be like. I want to see it just to find out.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that I think this will be
They've
the
done a
first
few of
cartoon
those.
that has like an after show, right?
I think so. Now everything's if it's successful, everyone's going to have one.
I don't like after
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, me neither.
You know,
Really?
it's like for me, yeah, because for me, if I'm like, I remember watching probably the first one I ever watched was maybe Breaking Bad or something, and I was just so. I mean, the show is such an such its own world, and then afterward you have the actors talking about their characters that like totally ruins it for me. I don't know, it's just weird.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
probably
I
just
love
me,
that.
but
I love all the behind the scenes and after shows and everything.
I mean, I
love
like
all that.
behind the scenes stuff, but I don't know, just right after, that
Yeah.
feels weird.
Some of them are good. Like I
Yeah.
think the difference between the problem with the official after show is it's a lot of like everyone patting themselves on the back, right? Like they're never gonna say like, "Hey, this episode was kind of meh," like why, and talk them. There's never like it's never a critical discussion of the episode, right? It never, but it's always just like, "Hey, actor, you were awesome, and the show was great," and so it's always a little bit of a like again, it just feels like a little bit of a self fulfilling prophecy, but whereas like you listen to like some podcasts where there's no like skin in the game, you really get in the nitty gritty of it, and some people can give you some interesting POVs on what that
Absolutely.
episode was.
Yeah,
So,
I think if it's just a little bit more detached than right after
Yeah.
the show.
kind of like
The,
this show.
Like, yeah, my
There's a lot
character
of
died,
cheesy-
and now I gotta go find some more work or whatever. But
Yeah.
there was a live action He-Man, right? A cheesy
Yes.
one.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
the YouTuber
Hold on.
Darth Blender has already cut a Revelations trailer using the old cheesy footage and the stuff from
Oh.
the new one.
Oh,
We need to
Yeah.
watch that.
how have I
Right.
missed that?
It's
That is
on
great.
Nerdist.
what?
So
I'm
it's cool.
I will defend Masters of the Universe, the Dolph Lundgren live action He-Man movie. It is good. It is really good. And I don't mean it's good in the sense like it's obviously not like an Academy Award film, but it's just the right amount of cheese for something like this. When you're doing a live action He-Man, it's literally about a guy who is like turns into this giant muscle man with a sword and just take out hordes of enemies. I mean, that's what it is. I mean,
Go watch Conan then. That's the better version.
Very true. Conan is awesome.
Conan is great.
The only thing that I
What
think
is the
of-
meaning of life?
What I think of
No, it's going to be a great nostalgic ride. But we talk about trailers, and sometimes a great movie can be a shitty trailer, or a good trailer can make a shitty movie better, like Cherry. But this one is a really good trailer. Like it's cut to make you
Yeah.
want to watch the movie. They
Yeah.
just give you a little, and it's chaotic, and you see really big things, and you automatically want more in the shots, and the music just automatically brings you back. And the animation, they stayed somewhat true
Yeah.
to the original with that kind of sliding the background and the characters as they move quickly. And again, I wasn't a big He-Man person, but I kind of want to watch it. I think the trailer did a good job to get me interested.
Oh yeah.
I 100% agree. Everything it's interesting. Like I didn't think He-Man could work in today's world, keeping it the way it was, right? I mean, look at what He-Man. I mean, he's wearing like this. He's wearing basically like a I don't even know, like furry underwear, right? And he's got like
Yeah.
this like metal H and like this harness. It is like it's super weird. It doesn't like it worked in the '80s as a cartoon because it was just weird. And you have like this giant skull face, like enemy he was kind of a bumbling idiot. But I feel like now I was wondering what they were going to change, right? Like, are they going to make He-Man, I don't know, a female? Are they going to, but that's She-Ra. Why would they do that? They don't need to do that. But like, what would they do to make it like modernized? But it looks like they kept everything from the looks to the character look, design, and I don't know. They just it just looks polished. That's but it looks like the same cartoon.
I was gonna say, like, it seems like very reminiscent. So like you're going to see a lot of really great, obviously familiar designs and everything. I hope they do throw something in a little bit new, but everything does look very polished. So the fans of the old series are gonna just absolutely love this because it's like that plus like 60. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just so much better, and I think the sound's gonna be great. I freaking love Mark Hamill. I think he's great in everything. So, and Kevin Conroy. So I'm like, yeah, yes. When he's like,
Character
choose your
design.
champion, I'm like, yep. Oh my god, I'm in. I want all the episodes. And also, I wanted to say, like, I'm excited for this because Netflix are obviously going to release the episodes in a full season. It's not like Disney where they release it week by week. So this is something that I would binge on a Sunday and be like, yep, I'm gonna watch all these.
Oh yeah, this will be done in an afternoon,
Yeah.
like on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
This whole season, toast.
For sure. Yeah.
Character designer Eddie Nunez, he's friends with our friend Shannon. They're close friends, Drew.
Oh, cool. We should, we should get on a call with him and chat.
Should get him on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, we should. I mean, the cat. I mean, look, Justin Long is in this, like from Live Free,
Oh,
Die
wow.
Hard, Apple vs. PC. So obviously, Jason Mewes is in this, right? So everything that Kevin Smith does, Jason Mewes is in it. So Jason Mewes, if you don't know, is where is the J to Silent Bob, right, from Clerks and
Oh.
Yes.
Mallrats and every other. So Jason Mewes is in this. Phil Lamar, who we've had on Retro Replay, is in this. Yeah, you mentioned Henry Rollins, yeah.
I love Henry.
Did
He's
you
so
say
cool.
Alicia Silverstone?
He's so cool. He's too
Alicia
cool.
Silverstone sounds, it sounds like a really star cast. So, Sarah Michelle
Yeah.
Gellar.
And Buffy.
I know. That's what I
Netflix,
just said.
Right?
Netflix has a little money to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
right.
a little.
Just a little bit.
That little indie
Yeah, just a
program,
little.
streaming service. I'm sure they'll catch on eventually.
Yeah.
Going back to
So
the song real quick,
Yeah.
Pagan, you mentioned before we went live that you noticed that they used it was kind of funny. This song came out in this trailer, and then like a few days later they released the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game trailer, which used this exact same song.
Yeah. It
And
did
that-
not have the
I
same
mean,
effect. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Yeah,
Drew.
yeah, it
I
wasn't
saw the
quite the
Guardians
same.
trailer and I was like, oh, if I had not seen the He-Man trailer with this song, I might have been pumped that you used it. But as soon as I heard the song, I was like, oh, just like the He-Man trailer. That's awesome. And it's just the first thing I thought. Too. It wasn't even Footloose. It was like, just that. Like, yeah, it just didn't have the same effect.
Yeah,
Much sad.
no, I agree.
And this was
Let's
so
go
well
to the
done as
let's
well.
go to the phones.
Let's go to the
Oh yeah, that's true. So if you're a member of Retro Replay, there's a link in the community tab for you to click if you want to come and ask a question using our platform on Riverside FM. You can ask a question, and we'll bring you on the show, and you can give your POV on what He-Man meant to you, or you can just talk about my cool hat, or whatever, or Paul's amazing shirt. What are you wearing there, Paul? Are you going to the beach later?
It's a
No, my
nice
He made a
girlfriend
Mai
took me to
Tai,
the-
so he put
No,
a
my-
shirt on to join it.
Surely you guys have noticed how terrible I usually dress. So
No, I
my
think
girlfriend.
that looks great.
So my girlfriend took me shopping. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah, thank you. She'll be she'll be glad to hear that.
I actually
it's
had,
looking good.
No, it looks good.
Somebody at work the other day was like, what do you do outside of work? So I told him at Retro Replay, and he looked up Trailer Talk, and he was like, who is that guy? I was pointing to PJ, and he's like, that's a silver fox right there. I was like,
Whoa, hey now.
I mean, you're not wrong, friend. I was
you
like,
go.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so
That's
now he's gonna
awesome.
watch
Wish my
the
wife would
gosh.
say that.
yeah.
It
When's
never
this-
fails.
Is this a show?
What's that?
So this is a show, right? Coming
this
to
is a TV
Netflix.
series.
It's not
yeah,
a
it
movie.
would be like a Netflix series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just asking this now?
Well, yeah.
Is
Well,
this a
I'm late to the
cartoon?
party.
Is this a cartoon? It's not live action, right? It's a cartoon.
It's amazing that live action looks so animated. I don't know how they did that.
I was worried they were going to do like a Pixar, like completely change the animation. I'm glad they didn't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
was
they
cool.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a hit or miss, and I feel like it would ruin it, honestly.
Aaron B. God, I'm about to pull over.
Yeah,
Aaron, where are you?
has a
Quit
lot to
texting and
say.
driving.
Aaron, where?
I believe Aaron
Don't
actually
text
has
and drive.
a statue or figurine of Battle Cat and He-Man in his basement. So he's like,
Yeah.
he's pumped
I
for
think
this.
Aaron
when he's
has
driving.
a lot of statues.
Oh,
Man, I
man.
have to share my opinions. Aaron, just
Uh,
speak out your window and hear you from here.
Yeah, just yell.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Aaron. I still
Yeah,
have.
really loud.
Yeah.
We got
Listen,
Lewis
listen.
in the thing. Bring Lewis in.
Yeah, I still have back in Kentucky in my mom's basement. I still have a duffel bag full of
Oh.
He-Man toys.
Thank God, I thought you were going to tell a
Oh,
different
wow.
story about the
Yeah.
basement in your mom's house. Oh my
Well,
God, it got me
yeah.
scared for a second.
That story.
Ooh, when you said duffel bag, I'm like, Drew, don't.
No. I was about
Not
to go to
that
technical
duffel bag.
difficulties.
Yeah,
Drew, did you go over to Facebook? He-Man's Facebook shows the new Funko toys today that's coming out with the TV show.
I saw that on my feed.
Did you
I haven't-
order?
I haven't. No. I can't.
He's
I-
ordered 100.
Well, maybe. See, now I have a kid. I have an excuse. I can actually buy toys and be like, it's for the kid.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're decorating
Don't
the
touch
room.
it. It's signed. My kid loves the signature. Why doesn't the kid play with it?
It's all
He's
about
just silent.
Yeah. But
When
well,
you
what was
reach
cool about
that,
the
you could touch it, okay?
what was cool about the original He-Man toys was like the like Battle Cat was like actually like it was like fuzzy, like you could actually like it actually felt like fur, like a and like you could actually take the saddle off, and so it was like Cringer, and then you put the saddle on, and now it became Battle Cat. And there was really like I guess the He-Man toys, I don't know, back then in the 80s they felt really like substantial, like because they were like kind of big. They're pretty good size. Like they
Well,
weren't
you
like
were
the
small
tiny.
in the 80s.
Well, they weren't like the tiny Star Wars figures. Like the Star Wars figures were really small,
Oh, yeah.
and the He-Man figures were pretty beefy. So it was always fun to kind of like battle with them because it felt like you were actually like, I don't know, had some meat to them to really like you can mess with them a little bit.
I
No
actually
one's with
think,
me on the
like,
He-Man toys.
No, well,
Everyone's
I
like,
I'm looking
didn't
it
have
up.
any
I'm
He-Man
looking it
toys,
up.
right? Because what is the 80s? But I
Megan
want
just
to
has
know.
man toys.
Yeah, the man toys.
No He-Man toys,
No
just man
He-Man.
toys.
But how cool did Battle Cat actually look in this? Like compared to the original cartoons, I was like,
yeah.
Battle Cat looks weird. And then as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh damn, he got an upgrade. He looks awesome.
Yeah. Well-
so I'm pretty stoked for that.
So I wonder, the one change I did, they at least on IMDb, there's no voice actor with the label for Cringer. So in the original cartoon, Cringer, the cat, which was Prince Adam's cat that turns into Battle Cat,
Yeah.
talks like he's like a scaredy cat, like he's like, oh no, you know, and then he turns into Battle Cat, and I don't think he actually says anything when he's Battle Cat. Maybe he does. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch.
I
But
think in the original when he first turned, it's the same with like Swiftwing and
Yeah.
She-Ra. Same.
yeah,
Drew
Well-
talking about He-Man is like a physics professor trying to explain acceleration. I'm just like, yeah, what? Huh? What?
Well,
What did you
here's
say?
here's my hot take on He-Man the universe. I actually think She-Ra was a better cartoon, like a better show.
Oh, okay.
Because, and here's why: Skeletor in the cartoon is a bit of a bumbling idiot. Like you're kind of like he never wins because and his minions are stupid, like Merman and everyone. They're kind of like you know, like they don't really have a chance. You know, once He-Man shows up, he just wipes the floor with them, and the day is so over. When they introduced She-Ra, the Hordak, which was the villain in She-Ra, is actually pretty menacing. Like they actually win like some battles, you know, and like it's actually like the planet when she comes and actually becomes She-Ra is actually in pretty disarray, you know, like for the most part Skeletor is just like kept to his castle, like there's really no one's in fear, like no one's really like in the cartoon, but like She-Ra, like the Hordak were pretty feared, like a pretty feared enemy, and they actually capture She-Ra a few times to the point
Did that
where
give
like,
you nightmares, Drew? You got
Did.
nightmares, didn't you? You were afraid. Oh my God, they're gonna come take me away.
What was the nightmare villain? Dark Dream?
dark
Dark Dream?
You
or
were afraid of
something?
Dark
the
Dream.
nightmare villain who like came into your nightmares.
Come on,
know,
there are
you
kids that
with
get
the old
they
school
get afraid about their
references.
cartoons.
If anybody
They got
wants
'em.
to, there's a 3-hour long like He-Man, all of the episodes of He-Man. All the
No
original
way.
episodes like stuck together. So you're
That's
welcome. It's out there
awesome.
on the internet.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and watch that.
all right, we
I
got
thought
a
you were
call.
going to
Thank
be a
you.
3-hour
gotta-
discussion of He-Man. I'd be
Are we
like,
gonna call her?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm down for that. Who wants to do it? So Louis in, he's asked a question.
Go for it.
What you're most looking forward to, story or acting? Let's bring him in and see if he has
All right,
what he's
bear
got to
with.
say.
I may have to build around. So.
There we are.
Hi.
there he is.
There
Louis
he
in
is.
the house.
Switching me around.
Well, so go.
There we
We're
go.
bringing. Is he
Yeah,
on Pagan?
he's in. I'm building around. So go ahead.
Yeah, man. What's your question?
Yeah, I had to throw
What's
on
your
a shirt
thoughts?
before I came on. I wasn't ready for this. Throw on a hat.
I'm
Didn't
trying
do
to
any.
figure out what's on your.
You look
No
respectable.
pants
sir.
though. We're no pants in.
Oh, they're it's
Yeah.
tiny little
Yeah,
sharks. Where the hell's my camera?
Oh, how
Tiny
cute.
sharks.
Or cool.
It was the only thing that was in arm's distance. So you know. But
You look respectable, sir.
oh, thank you. Yeah, not the waist down, but we're not going to go that far. All right, so just to kind of like, what I was talking about was the acting just looks incredible. All of these people, again, A-list stars when it comes to voice acting, people that have been doing this for quite a while, and of course, we're all here because of voice acting in particular. At least that was what I got in for. And so I'm just kind of wondering whether you're more excited about, like Drew, you were talking about how, like me, this was a big part of my childhood. I grew up with this. I worshipped it. That was what I was. So I'm wondering, is it more exciting to see the show itself coming back, or are you more excited because of the talent that is being adapted to it because it's such a well-received show from the past, or what is it that would either excite you or you would like to see, or that you're interested if you don't know it that well, like what Paul was saying?
Yeah, I'll jump in real quick. I think the thing that excites me the most is the fact that this is Kevin Smith's sort of baby, right? And he is that era. Like, we're of the same. We grew up in that same period, right? Like, and he has that nerd aura, right? Like, he understands nostalgia. He gets it. Like, you could see it from when how he made like Mallrats and Chasing Amy and Dogma, right? Like, I feel like he's doing this and it's going to be pretty right? Like, he's not going to try to do something too crazy or out of left field. It's gonna ride that great line of like, this is gonna be the He-Man you grew up loving, and I'm gonna modernize it in a few different ways. Like, I'm gonna make Orko kind of cool and not like an idiot. I'm gonna make Skeletor actually kind of a badass, and he can actually compete against He-Man. So like, he's gonna make some cool changes, I think, that the cartoon's gonna need in order to be dynamic. And listen, he could have got any voice actor. He could have got like PJ could be voice acting, and I'd probably still watch this. But the fact that he got Mark Hamill, Kevin
Is that a
Conroy,
dig?
no, it is a totally dig. Have you heard his voice? It's terrible. No, actually, PJ actually does really good voiceover. He does voiceovers for a lot of our client work videos. So
He's either frozen or really mad. Oh no, he just
yeah,
moved.
he's just
He was contemplating what the next statement was going to be.
yeah, he's trying to find a comeback.
Your mic's off.
Oh yeah, he's on mute.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're just not PJ.
We're just.
But yeah, that's my quick
What
stance.
were
I
you
think-
saying?
I think Kevin
I
Smith.
hate my voice. I could
You
never
got
be
a
a voice
nice-
actor.
Everybody
I
hates their
fucking
own
hate it.
voices. That's
Why
normal.
is that, sound man? Why do
Well,
we hate the sound of our own voice?
Because your voice, well, first of all, you're so used to hearing it the way it comes through your head, and it resonates different, right? And I mean, once you get, like, if you hear it all the time, like, I guarantee you Nolan's totally used to hearing his voice, and so he's gotten used to it. So, but the scariest part is what you hear in a recording is what you sound like. So,
See, I
but
hate
it just
my
resonates in
I'm
your head
so
differently.
sorry.
because I sound really good in my headphones.
I am so sorry.
Everybody
Just gonna have
feels
a
that
deep
way.
voice
Though.
from
Yeah.
now on.
Well, anybody who knows me knows I love the sound of my own voice. I could sing to
Ah.
myself in the room, and I'll be happy forever.
I like the
Yeah,
sound
but you
of
got
your
that.
voice.
You got that good. Yeah, he's got that good grovelly voice.
You got a good
You
voice.
do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to develop my voice acting here. That's part of the reason why I followed Nolan for so long. I was just trying to get pointers whenever I heard him in interviews and stuff. And when he and Troy were going out, they always give advice and stuff. And that got me involved into Retro Replay. I was upset that I missed the first 2 episodes live. And so, yeah, small little tidbit. But anyway, I'm sorry I asked the question already. I don't know what
Well,
everybody else
it's
thinks.
hard right now with voice acting because every actor on the planet now can get into it and just build a thing at home and do it from home, and you can have all these celebrity names in it. It's a bit of a tough path right now, I think. I mean, I think Nolan's really
Yeah.
lucky because he's grandfathered in and he's known for that, and he's trying to go the other way. You know what I mean? He wants to go back to acting. But I was like, buddy, I mean, he calls it the money closet. He just goes into that little closet, does some voices, makes some money, and then he's out for a drink. I was like, fuck, I'd love that job.
That's a great gig.
Nice.
I have a money closet, but it's for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I go into his closet and
And he's up to 75
Drop the
cents.
light in me.
it's not
I have an
quite the
OnlyFans
same.
account. They pay me not to post.
Yeah, no, that's mostly me. That's usually me. I'm like, please do not take your shirt off. No, keep it on. But your shoes, take those off. Yes.
That's why the
It's the
competition.
feet content that
It's the
everybody
feet
pays
content
for.
that I'm here
through
for.
You know,
Yeah,
did you,
exactly.
there's a lot of people in LA, females in particular, that made a lot before OnlyFans started, made a lot of money selling photos of their feet. I shit you not.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a thing.
That's a thing.
I had
Yeah, in
someone
Hollywood.
slide into my DMs to ask me for them. I was like, no,
Make
thank
a
you.
make a
A
little
lot,
money
of my
showing
friends,
your
No,
feet.
a lot of my
honestly,
friends
might
have
be.
that. You know.
Yeah. So more random.
That's the worst part of the fucking body to show. I am sorry. Keep your feet to yourself, girl. Don't touch me with those
Yeah.
things.
Keep
I
your feet to
cannot
yourself.
fucking stand that. Like,
Yeah.
don't touch me with your feet. I
Put your
hate feet.
elbows. Yes. Post those elbows.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Yeah, those elbows as well.
Yeah.
What is your
Elbow
niche?
content that we're all here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
a nice
God.
elbow.
That's a good
That is
elbow.
one pointy
Put
elbow.
cream on that elbow.
Yeah.
I like
Come
how
on
it
now.
points and it doesn't round. You need the-
You know He-Man
This went
moisturizes.
weird.
Sorry, I think I
Blood
took
of
it in
his
a weird
enemies.
direction for you.
We always
just-
do.
I just found a cool. I didn't realize this, but Alan Oppenheimer is voicing this in this new. I think I forget. I have to look up who he's playing, or he's playing Mossman in this new iteration. But he was the original voice of Skeletor, and Cringer,
Oh.
and Man at Arms. So that's cool.
That
Another
is cool.
problem. Yeah, that's real cool. Man, I'm really digging
My
this.
mouse.
I'm really digging this He-Man. All right. Let's see, do we have anybody else that wants to ask a question? Join us.
Yeah,
Let's
if
see.
anybody'd like to join us, it's over in the community tab on this YouTube channel. So just click over and you'll see the Riverside link. It is members only. So,
Or not, I'm fine here.
or
Members,
you can stay.
Hey, Drew, how do you become a member?
Man, that's a great question. So right below, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, there's a little. You're watching us on the video. Right below, next to the subscribe button, there's a little join button. You click join, and we have several different tiers that you can, based on whatever you're able to, help support the channel. And you get some really cool perks, like we do Zoom calls with Nolan and Liam and Todd. You get to do Zoom calls with like the crew, so me, Paul, Pagan, Steph, PJ. You get a holiday card at certain levels. We send you a holiday card on Christmas, like signed, stamped, like an actual card you get in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Blood,
a
sweat,
fun
and
one.
tears go into that.
Yeah. I
And
know,
next
right?
month, we're
Something-
sending out pictures of
something like
Katie's.
Oh, look, there it is. It's the holiday
Oh
card.
yeah, there's our
I keep
holiday
it
card.
close.
Nice.
Dude.
Thank
Always.
you.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Amazing.
I mean, not creepily.
No, sure.
No, you
I
stick
mean,
with it.
even if you did,
Always.
that's
We know.
fine too.
It's under your.
No, this is my
pillow.
office.
Yeah.
I like to look at that.
Oh, Aaron's in.
Oh, did he make it?
I think so. Yeah.
Did he make it in?
You need to pop into Riverside, and there's a chat next to it, and I think there's like a join now button or something. Right, Louise?
There's a little start the call right at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
start
like,
the
I
call.
see all of you guys and me, and you're right at the bottom. It just says start call. So,
Yeah.
but you do have to. There's like a questionnaire, and make sure you're US
Questionnaire.
aware. And,
Yeah, you gotta.
You got to show your
Yeah,
COVID
that's
vaccination
the other they
certificate.
had was. It's a weird thing, but then you get in. It's fine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Your
all
credit
right, well,
card.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
All
head
treasure
out
hunts.
then. And thank you guys so much for
Thanks,
this
Louis.
opportunity. That was
Hey,
Thanks,
great.
Louis.
Thanks, Louis. Be good,
Thank
man.
you. Bye.
I love the chat
Seamless.
is flowing. Yeah, Lisa.
It is.
You get a member's pin after if you've been a member for a year. We'll send you a pin.
Yes.
Who just posted on today on Twitter? Was it Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa. Lisa got her pin today.
Yeah. That's so exciting. I love it. It's such a great surprise because it's kind of like you get something in the mail and you're like, what is this? And it's a nice little pin.
It's a cool
Oh, I
pin.
hurt myself. It's a pin.
It is.
Thank you so much to all the members who have received that pin and supported the channel over 12
Yeah.
months.
And you can just support it by subscribing too. Feel free to reach out and hit that
That's
subscribe
true.
button.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, we know not everybody can, pay to support the channel, and that's okay. It's just we're gonna be here doing cool shit. Not even cool shit. We're just doing shit.
We're doing
The
shit.
best.
And sometimes
I'm
it's
only
kinda
friends
shit.
with people that pay. Sorry.
That makes sense.
I only
Well.
have so much time in the day. What can I say?
All right, Aaron, you got about a minute until we wrap this thing up, buddy. So if Aaron's gonna join in,
Yeah.
we're running over time.
If not,
Come
you're
on,
just gonna
Aaron.
have to tweet us. Like,
You're
tweet
just gonna
us
Yeah.
at me, at me, yo.
at me.
At me.
You can't lose your founding 500 status. It's impossible.
True.
Can you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't believe
No.
Yeah.
so. Aaron, nah, it's taking too long. Sorry.
Yeah, we ain't doing it.
That's
All right.
okay.
Well, listen. Take us out, Drew.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, He-Man, Netflix. Thank you, Kevin Smith, for bringing this back. Was there a date? I don't even remember seeing a date.
July
I just thought it was
23rd.
actually just gonna look.
23rd of July.
Both
God,
shows come out.
Okay.
that's soon. So in a
Yes.
month, man, we're gonna be able to nerd out on He-Man. I love this. I'm stoked. It sounds like Pagan is. PJ, I'm not sure. Steph,
Oh,
you
I'll
didn't
watch
even
it.
know this was a show. And Paul.
I was just playing.
Paul's like, nah,
no,
Too old.
Paul's too old. Yeah.
never too old, Paul. Look at that
I
shirt
was
you're
just
rocking.
kidding.
You are ready to get
Yeah.
started all over again.
Listen, you don't need to
Tequila.
live. This is He-Man for today. You can, even if you didn't watch He-Man in the '80s, this could be your He-Man now. This is my sales pitch.
It will be.
That's pretty good.
You've
It
got
will
me.
be.
I'm sold.
That's a pretty good pitch right there.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
We'll do a retro replay watch party. We'll
Watch
just
party.
watch it together.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll do the first episode.
I'll
I'm
be
Well, everybody,
down
thank you
with
for
it.
joining.
Yes,
Thank you,
sorry.
everybody. We will see you next week. Same
Yes.
time? Same
time.
thing? What are we
Same
doing
time.
next week, Drew? Do we know?
Our channel.
We don't know yet.
I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
make that
Well,
call
come on
probably
back
Maybe you
and
let us
you'll
know.
find
before
out
the
then.
show.
You let us know what you
Yeah.
want.
Oh, yeah.
Just
In the
something that
comments.
You want us to put in
Oh.
the comments. Put a like.
All right,
first.
everybody, have a good one.
No.
Can I request something?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.